Hey, what's up, you all? Thank you once again for tuning into the Largest in Logic podcast. And today we have a very, very interesting question. Is marriage still worth it in 2025? If you're dating somebody, y'all getting serious, y'all really vibing, is marriage really still worth it in 2025? I personally would say 100% yes, but there is one condition. It's only worth it if God is really at the center of that marriage. And I say that for a very, very specific reason. I know y'all have all seen what's going on today. Y'all see all the cheating scandals. Y'all see all the lying. Y'all see all the fights. I know if y'all are in the DMV area, you could just be walking down the street in DC. I work in Baltimore. If you're just walking down the street in Baltimore and you can see the arguments, you see people putting their hands on each other in public, it can get really, really unchy. It can get really, really crazy. And the fact of the matter is, what you will find is that when we have people coming together with any type of relationship, it don't even just got to be marriage, but any type of relationship, and God is not at the center, I promise you that message is going to fail, and it's going to fail bad. Now, you might ask me, why is that? It's because when God is not at the center, that means that it's something carnal at the center. It's something that's not good for you at the center of that relationship. If a relationship is not built on God, and God's purpose for your life, I promise you, it's only going to be built on one of three things. Either you seeing something that you think you want in that other person and in that relationship is providing something physical that you feel like you want or that you need, that you probably don't need, that's not good for you, or it's brushing your ego and making you feel good about yourself, that relationship. And this comes from the Bible, of course, the lust of the eye, what you see, the lust of the flesh, what you want to feel, and the pride of life, your ego and your pride, right? And so it's crazy. The reason why this is so important is because, look, you go and you'll start a relationship with somebody knowing good and well you just with her because she look good. You know what I'm saying? We men, we being real. She looking right. She got the proportions that you like, if you know what I'm saying, without being too descriptive. You know what I'm saying? She's appearing in a way that it intrigues you. And so what do? You say, oh, I want to be with her. I want to have a relationship with her. Crazy part is, look what happens though every single time. You get with shorty, you don't marry her, you don't commit yourself to her, y'all done had kids. Then when she stops looking the way that she looked when y'all got together, now, oh, let me go talk to so and so. Let me go try to switch out. Now your kids are gonna grow up without a father or grow up with a terrible representation of what it means to be a man, or you're going to just be in turmoil and fighting back and forth for trying to stay with somebody that you didn't really want to be with in the first place because your eyes, the lust of your eyes got the best of you. What you saw and wanted got the best of you. You wasn't getting with Shorty because she had good character. You wasn't getting with Shorty because, oh, if we work together and we build a life, oh, I know my kids gonna be good. I know we're gonna build a strong family unit. I know that our family gonna be better off for generations to come. You was just trying to get a little quick thing off in a season, and now it's a lineage of bad things happening. That's the first thing that happens with, the relationship is not built on God. Number two, the lust of the flesh. It's like the exact same thing. You didn't never really care for that person in the first place. All they doing is fulfilling a physical need. And that doesn't just have to be sex. That physical need could be, say they were paying bills for you and they was keeping you afloat, right? Say that person was buying you things that made you feel good. They're buying you designer. They're taking you to all these restaurants and they're whining and dining you. They're appealing to your flesh. They are just doing these things that inside your body, it just makes you feel good inside your body. And that can also include sex. A lot of guys, especially I've heard it in conversations, and I'm not even gonna lie, like I've seen it with my eyes, like where it'll be a dude and he'll go and he'll crush something that he's not even attracted to this woman at all. She could look terrible to him, but he's still gonna go and have sex with her because of the physical need or the physical desire that he's trying to fulfill. And the crazy thing is, a lot of us men, like at times, will build whole relationships off of trying to get our sexual desire fulfilled rather than thinking about, oh, what's the consequences of me actually carrying on this relationship with this person. And so that's why I say, once again, this will have you get married and get divorced real quick. This will have you be married and suffer. This will have you be married and set up a terrible household, listening to your body and deciding that you're going to try to spend the rest of your life with somebody just because of trying to make your body feel good. It is not a good decision. Marriage only works when God is in the center. And then, of course, what else we talking about? The pride of life. Sometimes we like to be with somebody because they brush our ego. Sometimes we like to be with somebody because of their status, because of their clout, because of how they make us look, because of how they look. And of course, like, I'm never going to say, oh, get with somebody who makes you look bad in public, get with somebody who has bad character. No, I'm not saying that at all. But what I am saying is this: if you went and got with a shorty, you inside your mind, inside your body, do not agree with who she is as a person. Y'all do not see eye to eye. Y'all do not like the same things. Y'all are not even trying to go in the same direction. And then you decide, oh, but I'm still gonna be with shorty because, oh, I get clout because I'm with a girl and she bad. I get clout because I'm with her and all these other dudes wish they was with her, so I must should be with her just for the clout. Bro, I'm trying to tell you, them looks are gonna fade, bro. Them looks are gonna fade. You're gonna look back and you're gonna be like, bro, I wasted all this time with somebody that I don't even like because of my ego. Not to mention, say for whatever reason you do get with somebody, because all of this stuff also can tear a marriage apart. Say you do get with somebody, y'all was really vibing, y'all was going in the same direction, y'all said we're gonna build this marriage over making sure that we get money and starting a business. We're gonna make sure that we build this marriage over even but it's kind of crazy. Sometimes Christians, they literally just get married so they can have sex and not feel guilty, or just have sex and nobody will say nothing about it, right? Like, this the whole thing right here, bruh. Say you did get married and you thought it was for a good reason type stuff. That lust of the eye still gonna kick in because you'll be married. Say you got married just for the sake of having sex. That's only gonna hold you till you see somebody else that you wanna have sex with. And now you sitting here, you stuck, you're like, and I'm not gonna lie, a lot of y'all just gonna go ahead and cheat and then try to hide it, and that's gonna open up a can of worms. God forbid there's kids in the picture. Now your kids have to deal with a relationship that has infidelity, bruh. It's just not worth it. Same thing with the lust of the flesh, because it's the same thing. You might not necessarily fantasize and want to cheat with one person, but you might just be a serial cheater. You might just be a serial step outer because it was never about bringing together a union under God that can bless each other and bless people, bring more to the kingdom. It was literally about just getting yours off. I see so many guys do this, and it's just kind of crazy. And I also see so many guys avoid marriage just because they want to be able to get as many nuts off as they want to and not have to say that I'm a cheater type stuff. They can play those games. I'm trying to tell you, bro, God gonna judge you regardless of which way you out here getting it. So, but that's a whole nother conversation for another day. I'm saying same thing with the pride. You get with somebody and it's not for the glory of God. All it takes is the right argument, takes the right subject matter that is near and dear to your heart and just very, very important to you, for you to say, hey, I will throw away this entire relationship just so that I can stand on my heel and claim that I'm right against this person that I said I was supposed to love and supposed to be with for the rest of my life and enrich. But it happens all the time. People get divorced because of unmet expectations when it comes to intercourse, and a lot of people get divorced because of money and what they always say, irreconcilable differences. Nah, bruh. Y'all started bad because y'all had bad expectations and y'all had a bad goal of why y'all even getting together. Now, if you gonna get married in 2025, I can tell you from experience. Listen, I've been married for about 2 years now. Me and my wife been together for 5 years. And well, no, we were together for 5 years before we got married. Look, and I can tell you straight up, we are here today and we are doing exceptional, no funnies. And our daughter is the most beautiful, happy little baby that you will ever meet in your life. And she don't have to worry about nothing, not even because we did anything, but because we've individually dedicated our lives to God. And through that, he's made us better and better partners for each other. And because he's made us better for him and better for each other, it's almost as though like anybody that we come in contact with ends up blessed just off of the outpour. just off of the extra that's falling off of us. And so I tell you this straight up: is marriage worth it in 2025? Yes, if you allow God to be at the center of that marriage. If you're not ready to let God be at the center of that marriage, I don't even waste your time, because you're gonna find yourself trying to force something to be something that it can never be without the right fixings. It's like trying to bake a cake, but you're not gonna add any flour. It's like trying to make some pancakes, but you're not gonna add any egg to the batter. It's like, how do you expect to get the baked treat, the end dessert? How do you expect to get to that, but you're not gonna put the right ingredients in the pot? That's really how it works. Now, shoot, we all grown. By all means, go ahead, try your hand, try to do your thing. But look, my guy, unless God at the center of that thing, bro, you're gonna find yourself in hell. And I'm not gonna cap. Unless God's at the center of your life, you're gonna find yourself in hell. You're gonna find yourself keep trying to find peace and solace. And even if you decide not to get married, you're gonna find yourself in a situation where you're running from this girl to that girl to this girl to that girl, or let's use a better word, this woman to that woman to this woman to that woman. You're gonna find yourself in this perpetual cycle. You're gonna keep looking for peace. You're gonna keep looking for that support. You're gonna keep looking for that love, or you're just gonna try to be cold and use everybody up. And you're gonna look up and find yourself either by yourself and bitter and sad, or continuously disappointed because you're trying to build a relationship in a way that it was never meant to be built. We were designed to become one flesh with one person and learn to discipline ourselves and love as they learn to respect and submit to us. And then we lead them in the way that God has had to become the person that He created them to be, as He molds us to be the people that we were created to be. But I'm not trying to say too much. All of this is to say, yes, marriage is worth it if you go about it the right way. If you don't go about it the right way, I do not recommend. But once again, my name is A.B. Taylor. You are listening to the Larger Than Logic podcast, and I'm so glad that you have allowed me to be a part of your journey. If this was a cool episode to you, if you was really vibing with this, go ahead and let me know in the comments. Share this with a friend. I think this is a good conversation starter, and if you want to, I think I'm gonna put it on my Instagram story, a little poll, just to see what y'all think. Is marriage still worth it in 2025? But without further ado, I'm gonna let y'all be easy. Deuce.